Hey, what's going on, everybody? Tyler coming at you with episode, I'm losing count, 6, I believe, of Review the Brew, whatever. That's what the name of the channel is now. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're liking all the kind of cinematography type things that I do. That's kind of part of the hobby I like doing. I like mixing up with the different colors, the audio, visual stuff. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. A little bit of spin, a little bit of nuance in the beer review game, but hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Anyway, let's get to the beer. It's fall, as you can see by my decor. So I thought it would be appropriate to do a Harvest Ale by Founders. This is actually pretty well renowned in the Michigan area. They take it's a wet hop ale, IPA. So what that is they harvest the hops right away, and instead of drying them out in a kiln, they take them and they boil them, and they put them in the boil and they make a beer out of it right away. Kind of a cool process, kind of different. Usually they're in the fall. I know quite a few breweries actually do this in the fall because that's when the harvest is for the hops. So it's kind of cool. It's 7.6%, kind of up there. IPA, 70 IBUs, very bitter. Wet hopped ale, Harvest Ale by Founders. Very cool. It was bottled on 9/20, and it is currently 10/16. So almost a month old, which I give these about a shelf life, the wet hopped IPAs, I give them about a shelf life of a New England IPA, so 1.5 months, maybe 2 months, and it starts to fade off pretty quickly. So we're getting near the end of the shelf life for these, but it should still be pretty good. It's been cold, it's been in a dark place, so no worries there. Yeah, so that's enough information about the beer. Let's get it into a glass. All right, so getting it into a glass. This one is crystal clear, no haze whatsoever, definitely full filtered. Nice kind of light amber to a golden color, kind of a honey, like a light honey, watered down honey color. Very very vibrant and pretty. Nice rocky, just off white to white colored head, fluffy sudsy bubbles. Good amount of carbonation streaming up, and yeah, it's a good looking beer. Definitely filtered, definitely clear. Let's get an aroma. There's a good malt presence to it, so a good honey sweetness, a good crackery sweetness, and then there's a good, nice, fresh, kind of earthy hop note to it. Let me see what kind of hops they're using. See if it says on the back here. So it doesn't say what kind of hops, but it does say American hops. So I'm assuming it's something like I would say it's something like a Cascade or a Chinook. Those seem to grow very well in Michigan's climate, and these are all locally grown hops, I believe. So it's a very earthy American hop that they're using. Don't quote me on it, I'm not sure 100%, but that's what it smells like. A little bit of that cat pee, kind of from Simcoe. A little bit of that earthy dankness from like a Cascade, Chinook, piney, Centennial. So I would say it's something like that, and those are all the aromas that I'm getting as I'm describing that. And then it kind of mixes with a sticky honey sweet kind of maltiness too, to round it out from an earthy bitterness to that sweetness, and it's a pretty good aroma, not bursting out of the glass by no means. So you know, you got to dig in a little bit, but those flavors are there. Maybe a light kind of melony aroma too. So anyway, I'm dying to get into it. Let's get a taste. Cheers, everybody. Definitely a lot of bitterness. It's definitely an American IPA. If by the looks you could tell it's not New England, it's definitely, the taste is not New England. But that being said, that kind of sweet honey crackery biscuity malt backbone, it rides throughout too, throughout the flavor too. So you're getting tons of, like a citrusy, bright bitterness right up front, which fades into like a kind of a citrusy kind of orange grapefruit zest middle, and then a earthy, there's some earthiness in the middle as well, and it rides out to a kind of a drying, a little bit earthy finish. But underlying all of that is a nice honey, crackery, biscuity maltiness. Leaves a stickiness on the palate, so it's not super crisp and refreshing. It's definitely it does remind me of fall. So it's something that is light and refreshing, but it pairs with the cool weather and kind of warms you up as well, because there's a little bit of sweetness with it too. So very well made beer. Let me get some final thoughts on it. Wrap up this review. It's as refreshing as a fall beer should be, if that makes sense. Very well made. Year after year, this one is always a winner. For me, I miss these kind of bitter IPAs too. So for me, this one is a 7.8, maybe 7.9. It's a very, very good beer, very well made beer. Pick it up if you can. Like I said, if they're all bottled on 920, I would buy these and drink these relatively soon. I think I'm going to take them tailgating next weekend. Michigan State, go green. And yeah, so this is a good one. 7.8, 7.9 for me. Great beer. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it, subscribe to the channel. I put videos out on Wednesdays. I'll have a link in the description to my Twitter and Instagram at Review the Brew, both those places. I also have a link to my Review the Brew merch in the description as well, so go rep the brand and support Review the Brew if you want. Subscribe to the channel, like I said, it's totally free. And yeah, let me know down below if you've had this one and what you guys think. So yeah, thanks for watching episode 6, I believe. I'll see you next week. Later.